Hello YouTube friends. So some bad news today. Patrick was looking for some parts for the Galaxie here and he went to his normal supplier, Bud's Classic Parts. And Bud's is closing or has closed. So his parts supplier is gone. So now he's gonna have to look for parts elsewhere, which could be difficult. Looking for interior parts, weather stripping, glass, moldings, trim, just about everything for the car to finish her up. So if you know of any parts suppliers, Canadian or American, that would have Galaxie parts, let them know in the comments. Thanks, friends.
Hey everybody, just thought I'd follow up with what my wife said about losing Bud's classic car. Really disappointing. I mean, they've been really good. I tried a few other companies before and they didn't really have the details I was looking for. Called Bud's, really good service. Pricing was good, but what was really important is they knew the Galaxie, especially 63, 64. I mean, it's their bread and butter. It's what they did for all those years. Unfortunately, they've announced they're closing. So started looking at some of the other vendors. A couple I've looked at. In Canada, there's a Blue Oval Classics. I don't know much about them. I've never used them. Autocrafters, I've used them before, and they're not bad, but they just don't have the detail that I'm looking for. Like you ask them a question, they're just parts guys. They don't really know. They don't have that detail. Maybe the passion. Maybe I just got some people on a bad day, but seem pretty consistent there. Classic Industries, I've kind of looked at their stuff. They have some stuff, but doesn't seem to be as much stuff as I'm looking for. Dennis Carpenter, pretty good reputation from my history, but they didn't have a lot of stuff I was looking for and a lot of stuff was out of stock. So I wasn't really sure. And then there's Concours Parts and Accessories, which seems to have everything I'm looking for. There's a few things you have to phone and inquire on, check for availability, that kind of stuff. But I'm looking for your feedback. What have you used that works well other than Bud's? And then maybe I'll give you my feedback with who I use when I've ordered the parts. But in the meantime, if you can give me any feedback, that'd be wonderful. All right, have a great one. And if you like the shirt, it's not for sale. It's actually one that I think my dad got when he was much younger. He's passed away a long time ago. Never really wore it. It got given to me. So I just use it in the garage just to get dirty. I don't mind if it gets wrecked. So it's old. It's probably 30, 35 years old. Hello everybody. Did a bit of a searching with a few of the companies. Concours seems to have everything I need. They don't have pricing on everything. What I did get pricing on is about $3,800 US, which for those of you who don't know much about Canada, ends up being just about double by the time you pay duties and basically our Canadian peso is not worth a whole lot to the American dollar. So that includes bumpers, a lot of clips. The interior stuff, there wasn't a lot of pricing on, like the seat covers, the foam, carpet, some of that stuff there was pricing on, a lot of there wasn't. So I'm gonna have to, I think I had pricing on the seat foam, but there wasn't pricing on the seats or anything like that. So not a terrible price, and that's from that Concours place. And when you look on the website, it says parts 1, 2, 3. Not sure what they're like. Again, yeah, if any of you guys have any experience with them or any of the other ones I've mentioned, yeah, if you've had good luck, please let me know, because I'm getting almost down to D-Day to start ordering this stuff. All right.